This plaque was recently unveiled in Russia's Kolomna Memorial Park. It lists the graduates of the Kolomna Higher Artillery Command School that have died during the invasion of Ukraine. To give you a sense for the scale of these casualties, the plaque on the left is for those killed over the past decades in Afghanistan, Syria, Chechnya, Georgia, and so on. The plaque on the right is exclusively those killed invading Ukraine since 2022. This video is too short to give you a full rundown of everyone from this plaque that's on the list, so instead we'll just give you a quick note about each. This is Lieutenant Colonel Alexander Okreznov, cargo ID number 29. He was head of artillery for the 104th Guards Airborne Assault Regiment and was killed on March 7, 2022. Here is Lieutenant Colonel Dibur Dibarov, cargo ID number 112. He was a deputy commander of the 291st Motorized Rifle Regiment and was killed on April 9, 2022. This is Lieutenant Colonel Dmitry Orkov, cargo ID number 146. He was also a deputy commander of the 291st Motorized Rifle Regiment and was killed on March 12, 2022. This is Lieutenant Colonel Denis Sukhanov, cargo ID number 169. He was Chief of Staff of an artillery unit and the recipient of 3 separate orders of courage. He was killed on May 11, 2022. Next up is the first major on the plaque. Major Artyom Roitov, cargo ID number 318. He was an officer in the 12th Reserve Command of the 8th Guards Combined Arms Army and was killed on July 17, 2022. Here is Lieutenant Colonel Alexander Bolotnikov, cargo ID number 490. He was an officer in the 98th Guards Airborne Division and was killed on October 23, 2022. The highest-ranking officer on the plaque is Colonel Dmitry Ulyanov, cargo ID number 635. He was commander of the 1232nd Motorized Rifle Regiment of the 3rd Army Corps. We've already done a full video on him, which you can find in our profile or on his cargo card. Next up is Lieutenant Colonel Alexei Serenko, cargo ID number 656. He was a rocket artillery officer for the 126th Separate Guards Coastal Defense Brigade. Fittingly, he was killed by a rocket artillery strike on February 23, 2023. This is Lieutenant Colonel Andrei Babashin, cargo ID number 709. We aren't yet sure which unit he served in, but he was killed on April 3, 2023. This is Major Alexander Gurev, cargo ID number 732. He was head of intelligence for the 5th Separate Guards Tank Brigade. He was killed on June 21, 2022. We've already done a full video on him, which you can find in our profile or on his cargo card. Here is Major Vyacheslav Lebedinsky, cargo ID number 846. He was a battalion commander in the 331st Guards Airborne Regiment. He was killed on June 30, 2023. This is Major P. M. Chekhanov, cargo ID number 869. We have so far been unable to locate any information about him other than this single, very old, image. The same goes for Major N. F. Bagriv, cargo ID number 874, except we don't even have a picture of him. And finally, Lieutenant Colonel S. A. Elasiv, cargo ID number 917, is the last senior officer on this plaque, but as you can see, they left plenty of room for more. We'll be keeping a close eye on Kolomna Memorial Park and of course updating each cargo card as we unearth more information. Check out the full list at topcargo200.com. Welcome to the list, everyone.